Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Twisted Paper Studio. How are you? It's day 99, you guys, of the 100-day craft project. Oh my gosh, we have one more day left after today. Let's read our garden dragons. Let me set my timer. Yeah. Excuse me, I'll take a sip. I'm going to read our garden dragons and then we'll get started. Let's see what our garden dragons tell us today on day 99. Stealth, the gooseberry dragon. Stealth. Ooh, gooseberry dragon. We've gotten him a few times. Okay, gooseberry dragon. Oh, the mysterious gooseberry dragon is a puzzle indeed. This green-on-green charmer is a sweet little creature, but very hard to find. When you see this one, remember that you may need to employ some spicy tactics of your own. Oh, spy tactics of your own. Now is not the time to divulge what projects are calling you. A look at me, nature, should be restrained, since this dragon warns of others wanting your ideas. Don't try to stand out right now. Now is not the time to blend in. Oh, well. You don't work here at our channel, gooseberry dragon. Let's read something about the gooseberries. The habitat of the gooseberry is preferring a low-lying area. This animal is drawn to bushes with thorns. Its hide is impervious to scratches. Plus, with its green coloring, it blends in nicely. Camouflage is an important aspect to this dragon. They spook very easily and are incredibly fast fires. Sometimes they will flock with other green dragons in order to escape notice. It takes a sharp eye to spot the gooseberry dragon. That's so cute. I don't remember gooseberries. I think they're on the West Coast. I think so. I'm not sure. Maybe they're here on the East Coast too. I don't really know, but that's our garden dragon for today. Stealth, but here we share, it's only fair. Okay, so beautiful blessings. Let's read our beautiful blessings. Beautiful blessings to Steph B. Beautiful blessings to Dolores Hogan. And beautiful blessings to Sheila Styles. Beautiful blessings to you. Thank you so much for commenting on my channel. Also, beautiful blessings to Janice. Thank you for commenting on my channel so I know you're there. Let's check our timer that it's set. And, okay, good. As I wanted to give you guys some more thoughts or ideas about the outside of your journal or the inside of your journal. You can kind of use this anywhere. Just another way that I do things sometimes. I have some white fabrics here and some avocado dyed fabrics too. So this is an avocado dyed or a tea dyed. I don't really know. And this is the flour sack material from Walmart. And this is like a fat quarter I got from, I think I got it from Walmart. If not, I got it from Joann's. I really don't remember. It has a design in it. And then I have some linen pieces here that I was playing around with. Some just from thrifting. All right, so let's see. Let us work. We'll work with a piece of the flour sack, I guess. Give me one more. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. What do I want to work with? A piece of the flour sack? Yeah, because I don't think my muslin is big enough. We could even work with a piece of that too. Or here. Look at that. This is like an old hanky. Possibly we could work with that too. Let me take a look though. So I'm just giving you some ideas of some of the things that I do when I want to... Oh, I think that's my sister's phone downstairs. When I want to make a different design and I need to find something to, I think that's my sister. When I want to do something on the book to break up something. So let me hold on, let me see. we'll do something for this one, possibly. So I did this book. This is a book cover, right? And I put a piece of lace here. I put 2 pieces of fabric. I put a piece of ticking down here, and then I put a piece of fabric on the back. I did this in my for my reels. But now to give it, it's got a lot of character on the front, and it just has 1 piece of fabric on the back. If I wanted to plump up that look just a little bit, I could do something and stamp on fabric, you guys. So let me show you what I mean. I'm gonna take the red. I'll take the red at first. I don't know if it'll be too much. If it's too much, I'm thinking I could go with a vintage photo. Am I in camera? I hope so. And I pressed record. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm gonna take the red here, and then let me see. I was working with blue on here, but let me check that the blue will come off, and we'll be able to get a nice clean red red ink. Let me check, make sure. Okay, I might do a scrap first on a piece of paper. Excuse me. Let me also take a sip. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do I even have any scrap paper here? I don't see any, so I'm just gonna, I'll use the paper towel, you guys, just to make sure the blue is off, and it is. Okay, so now I'm gonna juice it up really good. Juicy, juicy. Juicy, juicy. How are all of you? I hope you are well. I really cannot believe, I just can't believe that we are so close to the end. We are. We have tomorrow. But, of course, I'm not going anywhere, you guys. Okay, so let me put this here. I'm just going to check first. I don't know how it's going to come out. I like it on there, but I'm also going to check it on this. Now, nothing I do will go to waste. I'll use it somewhere else if I don't use it here today. So, I don't mind about taking a piece off. That's why I have so much scraps, you guys, because I do this often. But that's okay. I use it all. It doesn't go to waste. I want to see what this will look like on the tea dyed or avocado dyed, whatever I chose. Oh, I like it. Okay, so now that we have that as a focal point, you can do anything you want, taking a stamp, taking a color ink, and play with it on your fabric. But I want to show you what you can do to change things up on your book. So I'm going to actually take this, and you can also do this on tags. You can do it on tags. You can do it on journal cards. You can do it anywhere. But you see how this says, a little birdie told me. Look what it does when I put that right there. A little birdie told me, you guys. Isn't that adorable? I could put that right there. I could layer it with another piece of fabric. So let's take it out of the white just to see. Just to see. Isn't that adorable? And I understand that you guys might have different stamps than me, but I'm sure you have some cute stamps or some kind of stamps. You wouldn't have bought them if you didn't like them, laying around in your stash, where you could also do the same type of thing with your journal covers. I'm going to, let me clean this up first. Hold on. And I do this freehand. You don't have to. You can, if you have one of those cutter things for the fabric. I have one, but remember during the 100-day project, I cut my hand right open. I'm afraid to touch it now. If you have one of those, you could, certainly make your pieces very, very straight. Me, I don't mind. I don't mind it. The quirkier it looks, the better it looks to me. Okay, so now this is in white, and we're just gonna pop it on here just to see. You see how it just changes it a little bit, but if you didn't have the dyed one or the darker color, to get that to pop a little bit away from what's set back there, I would just layer it with another piece of fabric, you guys. So I'm just going to take a look at what this looks like. See that? Now, I could do it and I could sew all around it. I could put it there, or I could put it right back here in the corner. Look. I could sew that around and just put it right back there in the corner. And actually the white looks better back here than it does in the front, because all of this is like tanner colors. But back here, this piece is white. So it kind of looks cute back there. Although I would want a piece to pop off of it. I could even take a piece of this. Let me just take a look at it just to see. No, I wouldn't do that. And the reason why is because this is like a yellow and that's white. I wouldn't want that to be the backing. Let me keep looking. Now I'm undecided if I want this back here like this, or I want this up here in the front. I'm kind of undecided, you guys. I wanted to show you a different way that I do things like that. Oh, now I don't know. That's not gonna work. It's not big enough. So this has some pinks and stuff in it, so let's turn it back over. And this is really, really out there with the different change of fabric. But you're only going to see just a tiny bit all around. You're not going to see the whole thing, just a tiny bit. I don't know that I really like the blue coming through. I do like the whole pop of it being different, but I don't think I like the blue all around it. No, I'm not really feeling the blue. And actually, kind of fits like right there so perfectly that I think I'm just going to cut that off there just to see. Just to ease my mind. Oh, you see? Look at that, you guys. You're not really seeing the blue. Kind of covered it. And we can clean that all up. But you see that, how it gives it the pop of color? And you can put it anywhere. You can put it over here on the side, up there, in the corner over here. You can kind of put it anywhere. It changes. Well, I like this one in the front if we were going to use that. It changes the whole look of the book and the design, and it gives it something to look at in the front. Let me see if I have any. So I do have some. I have some blue. A blue book cover. I also did in the fast cover reel. I wanted to show you I have some blue things over here. So look at this. I could put that there, you guys. I could put it here, over here. Just gives it another focal point to look at on the book. I can put this little flower here. I could put it right back here on the center of my book, over here in the corner. I don't know that I would put it anywhere in the front because I've already have a piece here stamped and sewn on some burlap. So I probably wouldn't put these things anywhere in the front here at all. I could also put it on the spine, you guys. I could cut it a little bit more, sew around it, and just glue it. You're just going to glue it down on the spine. That's what I would do. I would glue it down somewhere. If this didn't have the bird as the focal point, I could make this the focal point in the front of the book. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I also wanted to talk about the sewing machine a minute because I do get questions about that too. Let's go ahead and see if we can, I don't know if we can make anything else or when, I don't know which one I should choose. I like this one on the front, but this all has this on the front. Should I put this a little birdie told me on the back? Maybe I will. I kind of like it. A little birdie told me. Yeah, because the back is plain. Let's dress up the back. This is pretty. Let's dress it up. Let's do it. Okay, so talking about the sewing machine a little bit, I'll get a lot of questions about my sewing machine. I have a Singer sewing machine that's over 20 years old, and I use a regular foot for my sewing machine. If I have to sew through anything really, really thick, like super, 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 super thick, I change it to a, whoopsie, I want to get this a little bit over. I change it to a leather needle. But if I'm just sewing through regular stuff, this cardboard here, and paper, and fabric, I just use a regular needle, you guys. A regular type of needle. Nothing fancy. And I did say, right, the foot that I use is a regular foot. Just a regular foot, you guys. So when I sew around things, let me pause the camera and I'll go set up so it's in front of my sewing machine so we can sew around this little piece, okay? Hold on one second. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I didn't really think this through, so I hope that the video is going to look good when I post it to the YouTube. I'm really hopeful that it will. So I'm going to turn on my sewing machine here, and I do have a Singer sewing machine. Like I said, it is about 20 years old. It's just a normal sewing machine. I have it. It has some decorative stitches over to the side. It is computerized. But basically all I'm going to do is, so this is a double piece of little fabric here. I'm going to pick my stitch, and I think, let me see. I got to take a look because it is rather small. I might just do a straight stitch. And what I do, because not all the time can I get the stitches around quite evenly. Sometimes I can, sometimes not. So I'm going to just sew while I talk to you. I'm going to start sewing, and I'm going to hold it with my hand. It's going to go on its own, just like that. I'm going to get to the corner like this. I have one more stitch to go down. Now I pulled and held my needle down. I'm hoping that you could see that. Do you see the needle lifting up and down? So it's down in the fabric. I lift my foot up, and then I turn the fabric this way. I press the foot back down, and then I sew to the next corner. Just like that. And then I'm going to bring my foot down. I'm turning my wheel to bring my needle down. I'm turning it this way, and then I'm going to sew it again. It's going to go up a straight line like that. I will look afterwards to see how it looks. I'm going to come and pull this down like this, turn it this way, and now I'm going to go this way. And if it looks a little bit crooked, I'll show you what I do. And just for the sake, it doesn't really look that crooked, but I'm going to show you what I do anyway, so you know. So I'm going to put my needle down into the fabric, and I'm going to turn it. And you see, it looks adorably cute, don't you think so? I'm going to go around it again, but I'm going to do it kind of little wonky. So I'll show you how I do that. Hold on one second. So I'm going to go crooked back here, and I'm going to straighten it out again and go down. And now I'm going to turn this way. Oopsie. And I'm going to just go, a little wonky crooked, and on purpose, you guys. I'm going to do one more and keep it down, and then I'm going to go up here and do the same thing. I'm going to come over and go back here. Now, if you get off track, like it just got off track for me, I'm going to turn my wheel backwards so my needle goes down in there. I'm going to lift up my fabric because otherwise it was going to sew off the fabric. So I'm going to lift it up and just go back into the white where I wanted the sewing to go. And I'm just going slow. I'm not going fast with my foot. I'm going to bring my needle down, and then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do it crooked and wonky right on the top here. And now I'm going to back stitch it once or twice. and then I'm going to take it out. And then that's what it looks like. It looks all kooky crazy like me. and just bear with me. I'm gonna, oh, well, let me do a few more things while I'm here with you, okay? Hold on one second, and I'll get us a piece of paper because I want to show you something. See if I have it. Let me grab a piece of copy paper. Hold on. Okay, so my stitch settings on here are rather tiny, and it's on fabric. They're very tiny settings. It's on 3.5 and 2.5. That's a tiny setting. If I were to sew on paper, which you can, usually you sew 2 pieces of paper together. You can do that. If you're new to junk journaling and you're new to sewing, or you're new to sewing on paper, you can sew on paper. But if you sew it at that length, I'll show you what's going to happen. I'm doing this on purpose so you can see. It's very tight together, and it almost makes like a, well, this is kind of strong paper. That wasn't really fair of me to show you, but in case you were sewing book pages and things like that, it's a very strong setting, close together, and it kind of makes a perforation like a check. You see that? And that's, you don't want that. So if you're just sewing on plain paper, you want to up your stitch levels to the highest one they can go on. So I'm at, on my sewing machine, I'm at 6.5 and 4.8. So I'm going to do the stitching next to it so you can see. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And here, now you can see how far away the stitching is? So if you're only sewing on paper, you want to make sure that your stitch length is the farthest it could be from each other so that your paper doesn't perforate. But if you are sewing, and I'll just go ahead and take a piece of paper, and I'll get a piece of scrap fabric. Hold on one second. If you are sewing paper onto fabric, you can use the smaller setting. So we'll go back to the smaller setting that I was on before. If you're sewing paper onto fabric, you can use the smaller stitching. It's okay because it's backed with fabric. It's not going to rip and perforate because you have fabric as your backing. So I just wanted to show you guys that about sewing on paper. Make sure that if you're only using paper, make sure your stitch length is long. If you're using fabric and paper, your stitch length can be just as if it was fabric. And then let's go back over to the book. And bear with me just one second. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So I didn't do these. I would have had to change the thread and all that stuff. So we were using pink. So we'll just stick with the pink for right now. You guys get the hang of this. You go and get some of your stamps that you have, and try it out. Let me show you this, so like an idea. This is a big stamp, you guys, big stamp. So I'm going to whoopsie, get this piece of fabric here, and it was, did I do this in blue or black? What did I do it in before? Well, we could do it in blue. Where's the blue? It's a very juicy ink pad. We'll just give you an idea, that's all. We'll do it all up in blue. And this is a bigger stamp, not tiny. This is big. If you have big stamps, think of those too. Big stamp. Make sure it gets all down. See that? That's a bigger stamp. So I could take this off like this. could rip it too. But now, if I wanted to put this down here and use this, I don't want it to get on my book, the blue. If I wanted to put this down here and use this at the bottom, I can. Let's just say I didn't like the fabric that I chose down there, or I did and I just wanted to do something different. But I can take this and now put it at the whole bottom of the book. If I didn't have a blue fabric to go with the spot somewhere on the book, I can just put this down there. I could sew on it first and glue it on, or I can put it down on there and sew on it before I put my inside done, before I do my inside. All right, just a suggestion, you guys. And then if you have word stamps. This is another thing that I personally love doing with the word stamps, and I'll show you. Well, there's our timer. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get an ink. Here, we'll use this. This is the vintage photo. So, oh, that was blue before, but hopefully I might go change over to walnut stain, just so it comes up. I don't know if my vintage, I think I need a new vintage photo, you guys, and a big one anyway. I have a tiny one. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my word stamp on here, and hopefully I got enough ink on there. I hope so. So, oh yeah, so this is a word stamp, and I'm sure you guys have word stamps. It doesn't matter what kind of word stamp. If you have it in your stash, you must have liked it, right? Okay, I'm gonna move this out of the way, and I'll show you what else I do. So sometimes I take the word stamp and I'll put it somewhere on the book, or I'll put it on my spine like that. Doesn't that look cool? And now this book is not put together yet, so I could still take this to my sewing machine and sew it on. I could even put it right in the center like that. Or I could put my signatures in my book and do all that work, and then I could maybe possibly take this and back it with something else like that, sew around it, and then I can cover my stitching in the back of the book, you guys. Cover it. So I just wanted to give you those ideas. So let's go ahead and put our little birdie stamp on here, and then I'll say goodbye to you guys, because it's day 99. It's day 99, and I know I did not do this book with you, but I did do these books in the 100-day craft project. I did them in the beginning of the tutorial. This cover, it's the exact same way that I did the tag book. I don't have it here in front of me. Oh, here. I did this the exact same way that I did this, except for I put a piece of ticking down here. This one I just put a piece of paper and a small piece of fabric here. Exact same way, you guys. Even though it's a different book, it's still the same. It's the exact same thing. So now I'm going to take my little birdie here, and we're just going to, I think, do I want him down here in the corner? Yeah, I'm going to put him right, well, let me see. Do I want him right in the middle? Oh boy, this is always the hard part. Where to choose? Right in the center? I think I will put him right there in the center, because I still have yet to put my company logo on the book, and I usually do that in the bottom corner. So I'll go ahead and put this right in the center. And I'll glue it up really good. I use the Fabri-Tac glue all around, just like this. And I just glue it all up. I hope you enjoyed today. It is day 99. And tomorrow we will be day 100. I'm so excited. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep when it's the night before day 100. Okay, so let us put this right here in the center, you guys. I got glue on my fingers. Love it. Look at that. Isn't that darling? I'll take a picture so you can see. And that's really it, you guys. Just play around with your fabrics, and play around with your stamps, and your canvas. Your canvas meaning the whites of the fabrics, or the coffee dyed fabrics, or the flour sacks from Walmart, or the doilies from the antique shop. Play around with it, you guys. Have lots of fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed today, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for day 100. Yay! Bye for now, my crafting buddies. I really hope you've got inspired by today's video and yesterday's video with my fabrics. Thank you. See you soon.